Well, hi everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Lose It a Lambo. Welcome to my new office, which is also my bedroom. Good to see you all again. It's been busy. There's a lot on the go, and I'll try to keep this short and sweet to the point, but at the same time include a good message. So, one thing I've been dealing with a lot lately, and I think it's important to finally address it, and that's sticking to something you believe, no matter what anybody else says. And the more I think about it, the more important it becomes. People are always wanting to get offered an opinion about what you're doing, maybe how you're doing it, how long you're doing it, and it's usually because they care, and that's a good thing. It really is. I remember, in high school, I was going to the gym every day at lunch, and then I had a wrestling practice after school, and people said, you're pushing yourself too hard. It's too much. You need to rest. You need to relax. And that's what they did. They rested and relaxed. And I went on to win trophies and awards and titles. Then came arm wrestling. People that don't arm wrestle, it's bad for your arm. You're going to break your arm. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. So what did those people do? They didn't arm wrestle. Actually, lots of them didn't do any sports really at all. And they were nice and safe, but they missed out on a lot. I have shelves of trophies and medals and all of that to show for my hard work. All right. Now something new, right? I'm going for big riches, big success, life success in all facets, not just financially. And people say the same thing. You're working too hard. Don't do that. You're going to burn out. Don't do it. Just be happy with what you have. All of this and all that. And that's fine. And I know they're trying to help. And that's mostly the things they're doing, right? Don't push themselves too hard. Don't wake up at 5 a.m. because I'm not a very happy person when I've only had, 6 hours sleep. So what? So what? So what if you're not a happy person when you wake up at 5 a.m.? I'm not either, but I'm getting stuff done. And I sit in front of me and I've got charts running, and I've got Forex running, I've got crypto, and I've got all this stuff on the go, and I couldn't be happier. And people think, you're working too hard, you got to make time for fun, and you got to go do this, and you got to take it easy, and you got to do that. But I think what people fail to see is that this is my fun. I'm on a mission to do something, and it's something that most people will never even try to do because they're so convinced that it's impossible. And I refuse to believe that. Even when I'm losing hundreds of dollars here and there, or thousands on throughout trades, and you're up and you're down, and at no point do I think, I better just play it safe and just sit down and watch TV, or just don't be pushing it so hard. No, this is what makes me happy. I'm molding and shaping myself as a person, psychologically, physically, intellectually, and it's been fantastic. And it's okay that other people don't understand this, but it's probably good to cover it in a video, because if anybody else follows the same process that I'm going through, once people see that, holy man, that guy did get a Lamborghini. I guess I'll start watching his videos now, and I want people to realize that in this process, you'll have people that care about you, and friends, family, all this, and they're like, they don't understand what's all involved. Because I don't fully understand what's all involved. I'm just following instructions of successful people, and they say, listen, enough successful people, they're like, do this, do this, do this, do this, and you will have success. And lo and behold, the more I do of those things, the better I do in life, in all facets of life that I'm working on. So I stick to my plan, and I just want other people to understand that it's important to do that for themselves as well. Don't let other people dissuade you. But yeah, don't change the way you do things because other people who don't have the same goals in mind and aren't following the same level of success are, saying to go do something else that is against what is the right thing to do. And, I'm at a stage right now where I do have to work really hard. I love it most of the time. But I am at a stage where I have to work really hard. I will not get a Lamborghini if I'm only working the same days as everyone else, or I'm only working, my work day and an hour on top of that. I will never get there, ever. I will never, ever get this car if I have one in front of me on my desktop. I will never get this Lamborghini to work on if I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I can't go on the same holidays as you guys. I can't go hang out as much. I can't go to the movies as much. I can't, go for drinks as much. And I'm really sorry, but I can't. And I need people to understand this. So I know lots of my friends and family do watch my videos, and I do apologize. I'm sorry. But for a few years here, I'm going to have to nose to the grindstone and get things done. And please see that I do love this process and know that I am happy. And I don't need to go for drinks and go to big events and go travel and stuff to be happy, because I am happy right here, trying to do something that most people will never, ever accomplish. They know what they need to do. Most people, when it comes to anything, they know what they need to do to get to that goal. It's being willing to do it and make the sacrifices. And I'm making some serious sacrifices right now. And, who knows? How would it feel if, in 5 years or 6 years or 7 years or 10 years, or whatever it is, when I am extremely successful, like I will be, and, I'm calling you all the time, hey, let's go here. Let's go on a spontaneous flight to Mexico. Let's go here. Let's just take the week off and, go on a canoe trip and this and that. And people will be like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to work. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to work. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to work. And it's like, you wouldn't feel good for you if I was always like, well, I don't have to work. I traded for 2 hours this morning. My day's done. See some of these traders, and they're like, yeah, sometimes I'll trade for 2 hours a day. I'm making a couple grand, and I'm not saying I'm at that level yet, and I don't have, the capital, the amount of money to be able to make trades big enough to get that kind of money yet. But I will, and other guys have who started with nothing. So, it wouldn't feel good to you if I was like, I saw you were working and you're out there trying to make a paycheck, and I'm like, no, leave work, quit work, just leave work, stop working, just stop. No, let's go buy some Sea-Doos and, go mess around. How would you feel? You probably wouldn't feel very good. And that's kind of how it feels to me when people know what I'm after, and they're like, yeah, we support you and we understand. And I love that. I love having people that even tell me they support me. It's a great feeling. But I need you to back it up with more than just words. I need people to understand that, holy man, that guy is going to do something that I don't, how many people do you know that own a Lamborghini? Most people are going to be like, personally, none, right? And there's a reason for that. Not easy to get. And, I'm doing the things that people who have bought the cars said they did. So I'm just doing that. And I guess, it's important to me that, people do see where I'm coming from, the path I'm on, and understand that, okay, there's going to be a few years here where Curtis isn't going to be available to hang out. And it doesn't mean I don't want to. It just means I have priorities right now and a deadline. I set a ridiculous deadline, 5 years to a house in a Lamborghini, when I have, a couple older vehicles, and, I live in a condo, and yeah, with a roommate, it's hard for some people to wrap their head around. That's why most people don't try, because they're like, well, there's no way. There is a way. I'm trying to find the way. So yeah, that's what's going on. I guess next episode, because this is getting really long, next episode, I'll talk about a new online store I'm launching with Shopify and a new website with a business partner in the States. And that'll be another source of income. It's crazy. And I love it. I love it. I can't wait to run multiple companies one day. That is the big goal. So I apologize for the longer video this time. But, there's a lot on my mind. And that's something that I wanted to clear out there. Because, I have a lot of friends and a lot of family. And I love them all. Love you all. And I appreciate every bit of support I've gotten from every one of you. I need some understanding here. And I promise I'll take you for a ride in the Lamborghini when I get it, and you'll be like, oh, I get it now. Like, holy crap. But let's leave it at that. I can't reach my camera from my brand new desk here. It's not new. It was from a garage sale. But I can't reach the camera, so I'll have peace out and see you guys next week.